Well, I got stabbed again today. I didn't feel good about it, but what's done is done. And now I'm lying bleeding on the floor. I put a bullet in his head. There was no hesitation, but you made it easy when you strapped his body to a chair. So say goodbye to everything you ever knew before, and I'd understand if you went running out the door. And I'll keep you safe, and no harm will ever come to you, I swear. And I'll kill if they even dare. I'll kill, I swear.
Top of the morning to you.
Yes, top of the morning to you.
Did I sound like a little Irish guy?
Nah.
Damn it. Better try harder next time.
So who are we talking about today?
Well, first, this is Michigan Murder and Music.
Yes.
Talking about Michigan murders.
Always interesting.
All kinds of them. Today, I have prisoner number 261275. Federico Kiko Cruz. He's charged for murder and mutilation, and he's in for life.
He's in for life, all right.
One of the reasons I wanted to talk about this murder is because it's the first one I really remember grabbing me by the cojones. It's like the first super local murder.
It's creepy. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the next town over.
Real close.
Yeah, so Federico Kiko Cruz, I'm going to call him Kiko, was born May 24th, 1979.
That makes him 39 years of age as of the time of this recording.
So in 1996 in Sparta, Michigan, of course, Kiko followed a young man on the railroad tracks near the airport.
We know where that is. We go past there quite often, and it really is a swampy area, which we'll fill you in on later. But yeah, he beat him to death and killed him by stomping on his trachea.
That's just, first off, beating someone to death. I can't even handle that.
Yeah, I know.
But to stomp on his trachea is
and then disposed of him in a nearby swamp.
So disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, then he went back like a week later, and I'm not sure if this is when he did the other mutilation, but at some point he did cut out the heart and attempted to cut out the spine, but he did at this point...
He cut off the head.
Yeah, he cut off the young man's head.
Yeah.
He brought the head back to his house in a plastic bag like he was shopping at Meijer.
Right. It probably was a Meijer bag.
Jesus.
I know.
So when he got back to his house, he set the head down and set up a video recording device, which this is 1996. And I looked it up. We were just getting out of VHSs and going into those smaller version.
Yeah, it's hard to say what kind of recording device he had.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably VHS, one of those
I don't know, but
things.
He sets up his old school camera, pulls out the head, and names him Eddie. Eddie!
Which I'm thinking is a reference to Iron Maiden, the band, you know, because Eddie was their mascot.
Oh, yeah, he's that one creepy looking.
Yeah.
So this is, he claims that he was into Satanistic rituals and listening to so-called crazy music and such. But, so he videotapes himself talking to Eddie and scooping out the brains.
Yeah, that's a little disturbing.
He called this video the murder show. That's just... You've already gone far beyond psychotic.
He made copies of this?
Yeah, somehow. I don't even know how you made copies of VHS back in the day. It's not like he had a cell phone camera and just was like, hey, let's send this to all my friends.
I know that people did make little bootleg copies of VHS tapes.
So there's
back in the day.
obviously
Yeah,
ways, but
you can do it. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I just didn't know how. So he had this video, and he called it The Murder Show. And if one of my friends sent me a video like that, I would go flip a fucking nut on his ass. I mean, 2 seconds in, I would freak
Oh my God.
out.
It'd be so disturbing. It's crazy.
So he was turned in because one of the friends' father saw the video and called the police.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, dude, whoever you are.
Dad. Good dad move.
That's crazy.
The cops hear from this good dad.
Mm-hmm.
They go to Kiko's house. They find Eddie wrapped in a plastic bag
God.
outside of the house. Those poor parents.
Yeah. The cops, too.
Everybody
they gotta find all that
involved.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Kiko decides he's gonna be a good boy and lead the police to where the rest of the body was.
Yeah.
It was very kind of him.
Yeah, that'll get him off.
So much. He's
He's
gonna get off all right. He's gonna get off all kinds of times.
Yes.
After he is arrested, we watch this most hilarious clip of one of his family friends. I swear to God, the guy looked like Ted Bundy.
Oh, man.
This
I don't know
family
who this guy
friend
is.
claims that Kiko had lots of problems earlier in life, had problems adjusting.
Yep.
Kiko himself claims that he had been molested at age 5.
Ooh.
In first grade, he was busted for setting fires. So he's a pyromaniac. He was also caught killing animals.
You know, there's more to this.
Topping on the cake. Right
There's a lot going on.
That's all happened by, like, I don't know.
Symptoms.
Yeah, a lot of red flags.
Exactly.
If I ever catch a kid dissecting an animal, I'm hauling his ass in.
Yeah. You know, if you're in science class, that's all fine and dandy. You know, it's under controlled circumstances. It's a worm. You want to see what things look like on the inside.
Not me. I flunked biology because I refuse to dissect things.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you. I wouldn't do it.
You took one for your own team.
I don't know who I was proving anything to, but I proved that fucking. I was like, I will not dissect this animal, and I failed. Second semester
There you go.
biology. Had to retake it. So what did I do? Retook the first semester because I knew they didn't do dissecting in that semester. Cheater. Here I am doing podcasts for free now.
So he was starting fires, juvenile records, torturing animals.
Yeah. What else was he doing?
He dropped out of high school.
Dropped out of high school, yeah. It was often said that he lacked remorse after these events, too, which if you see his picture that I have up here, and I'll post it to our social media.
Just smirking.
Oh, that fucking smirk. I just want to punch it.
Especially knowing
right off
what
his
he did.
face.
He's like,
And even still, his current
I'm like,
picture.
cute.
His current picture still has that smirk.
Oh, it does.
So the video that the murder show video, the judge did view it, and he was not allowing the jury to see that video because it was so gruesome.
That disturbing.
And he had actually rewatched it with Kiko. He asked Kiko if he had any regrets. And Kiko's regret was...
Oh, yeah, he just wished he had chosen better music for the background while he was doing it. You know, this dude is just nuts. Why did they shut down the institutions? There are places that people like this could have been sent, dealt with.
He had enough signs there with his juvenile record. And the whole, like, I'm going to change my background music. Like, I should have done a different background choice. Like, that's your only regret?
Yeah.
Out of all of this?
Yeah, that's really messed up.
But that's where I'm wondering if that's where the name Eddie came into, like we said earlier.
Yeah,
so that's pretty jacked up. He, played a few cards when he was in high school. He tried to he went on a couple of church missions, and he tried to make himself look like a good kid, but apparently it didn't work.
Right.
So Kiko was sentenced.
Mm-hmm.
Jury members turned down Kiko's insanity defense. I mean, he's blatantly insane, but screw you if you think they're going to get away with that as a means of getting out of jail.
No, insane might not be the proper term, label, whatever. There's something wrong with him. Either psychopath, sociopath.
It goes beyond insane. Like,
yeah,
I don't agree with someone who does that to that level, and then's like, oh, I get to get out of this because I'm crazy. No,
no,
no. All the more reason you get to stay in it. Yep. So no free get out of jail card for you, Kiko. He was sentenced to life without parole for murder, and it was about, I think, 6 to 8 years for mutilation. So he served his mutilation time now, but now he's in there for murder.
Yeah.
While he was in prison, he worked on outward signs of rehabilitation, took vocational classes. He trained leader and comfort dogs.
Oh, such a model citizen.
And he was a certified peacemaker among the inmates. And let us not forget.
I like lettuce.
He found the Lord Jesus.
Well, of course. You know, he's pulling things from every possible angle he can, just trying to make himself appear like, I'm using finger quotes, everyone else.
Like I'm normal. I'm rehabilitated.
Yeah.
I'm all good.
Yeah.
You and I both know we've watched enough true crime TV and enough movies.
And I've met people like that in real life that are...
Yeah, but when they're in jail, they're just going to learn more.
Oh, yeah.
Psychotic things.
Yeah.
More ways to get around things when they get out.
Hey, dude, you need to find the Lord. That's really going to help your case.
You'll get out. And then once you get out, this is what you need to do to get some money.
Yeah.
This is how you get away with murder.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you because I'm in jail, so I can tell you how to get away with murder.
It's learning how to manipulate
the
better
system and people who fall for it.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are.
People do.
I think a few years ago, the Supreme Court had this turnaround of some ruling. Juveniles could not be sentenced to life in prison. Well, they all got to come up for a resentencing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they're working through, juveniles in all of the states, and they're all getting resentenced for the crimes they committed.
Yeah.
Our Kiko, he was lucky enough to get to go up for resentencing again. It's been 20-some years. What really gets my gonads with this one is that the victim's family had to be drugged through this again. I mean, they didn't have to be, but they went to the court. You're going to go to court when this kid's back up.
Oh, you have to,
And then you got to hope that I don't climb over and choke him myself because he took my child away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I found this.
Oh my God, it's pouring outside. Do you hear that?
Oh, you guys.
It's like
February 4th.
February 4th.
Last week was Michigan's polar vortex. We literally had the coldest temps in years.
It was Arctic.
And here we are 3 days later, and we have a tin roof.
It's like 47 degrees outside. And it's pouring.
Pouring. That's freaking nuts. Michigan is as bipolar as I am. Here he is. Putting the family through it again. He's in court. Oh, I feel so bad for taking away their son. And look at me. I've done all this stuff while I was in jail. What else are you going to do while you're in jail?
Yeah, now he's the victim somehow.
So I was like searching the current, news articles and stuff, and I came across this from the Sun. It's like
it's the British tabloid.
Yeah, it's like the Inquirer.
Yeah,
and it had this huge. What is this called? headline.
Expose.
Had a
I don't
huge
know.
headline that said, "Release the Beast? Satanic killer who beheaded boy, 17." Wrong age, by the way. He was 16. "And cut out his heart and spine as sacrifice to Satan could be freed." So dramatic.
Oh, hey, a point of interest. So you're, as you call him, Kiko.
He's my Kiko, all right.
Well, he's only 5'5".
He's
a
how tall
shorty
I am.
pants. He's a little shorty
He is a little fuck. So, the newspaper report said the judge told Cruz that his progress made in prison towards rehabilitation does not mitigate the fact that he is a sociopath. Go, Judge, go. Judge Dennis Lieber decided in November of 2018 that he would not, in fact, overturn Kiko's life sentence, stating, "There is something substantially and seriously wrong with an individual who would cut off the head of another person and cut out his heart and cut out his spine. There's something wrong with someone like that."
Yes.
Thank you, Judge
Dennis
Lieber. You think there's something wrong with someone like that? So your little 5'5" Kiko is now chilling out at 185 pounds. He's probably gonna learn to be a chef next, so he can make Pico de Kiko.
You got micro, nano, Pico,
Oh Jesus!
and then Kiko, even smaller.
So now he's housed in the Macomb. I like to call it Macomb because it's actually spelled Macomb.
That's how I pronounce it, Macomb.
Oh,
They call it Macomb?
I don't know what it. I don't. It's a Michigan name.
I hear it on the radio, Macomb.
I don't know how it's
and somehow
pronounced.
Sometimes I hear Montcalm.
Well, there is a Montcalm. That's different than Macomb. So Macomb Correctional Facility is in New Haven, and this is how the Michigan people do it. You put up your right hand, your palm is facing you, so you're face to face with your right hand palm.
I'm doing it.
And you get your first thumb knuckle, and then you roll down to your second thumb knuckle, which is by your hand, and somewhere in that area is New Haven. Here's a little bit about the life he gets to lead.
So you described where the prison is. It's well across the state from us, and it's kind of interesting because we've driven across the state many times and up and down the state, and you do quite often see signs that say, "Don't pick up hitchhikers." It's
Do not
federal
pick up
correction
the
area,
hitchhikers.
prison area.
You can bet your sweet ass I lock my doors.
Yeah, I'm thinking, man, I just hope I don't break down around this area because, someone comes to help me. Or
It's
maybe
gonna
no
be
one
an
will come to
escapee
help
prisoner. Hey, dude, I'll help you. Can you get me right into town afterwards?
me. You're right.
Sure, bro. Hop in.
Oh, so, yeah.
So this jail opened in 1993. So he basically had a new jail to go to. It didn't smell like body odor or anything.
Feces, vomit, blood,
Nothing.
all that stuff.
Fucker got to go into a brand new prison or jail or
What
whatever
kind of security
it is.
levels we have here?
We have 1, 2, and 4. There's 1,416 inmates that he makes certified peace among.
Oh,
because,
wow, he is a true leader.
He's the peacemaker.
Maker.
I bet he walks around with Flavor
Like a
Flav
robe
with a big old peace sign on
yeah.
his necklace.
Yeah, I am Mr. Peace.
Look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike most Americans, he gets the privilege of having routine health and dental care provided for him on site. But if there's a major emergency...
Oh, you mean like he gets his butthole ripped out and he gets to get it stitched up?
Exactly, Cyrus. He agrees. If there's a major emergency, they'll take him to a hospital in Jackson.
Oh. They've got doctors.
They've got residential treatment programs are provided. Mental health
treatment
is provided.
Bullshit. Otherwise, Oh, never mind.
The perimeter of the prison is enclosed by double 12-foot galvanized chain link fences topped with coiled stainless steel raisin ribbon wire.
Concertina wire. Mm-hmm.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, concertina.
Wonder where they came up with that name.
There's an accordion called a concertina that it's...
I get it. Yeah, and so when you unwind the wire, it looks like
a concertina.
that. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They provide a buffer between the property lines and the perimeter road. They have an electronic detection system on the inner perimeter and the buffer fencers. Prison security was further enhanced in 1997 by the addition of 2 whole gun towers. An armed officer in an alert response vehicle provides checks of perimeter zone breaks.
You know those officers up in those gun towers are smoking weed out of their little gun barrels and stuff.
Smoking weed, and they're looking at Sears magazines. And
if you can still find one. Those are coveted like there's no tomorrow.
I bet there's one at Dodd's record store. So there's a couple of points of interest about Michigan's law. Sorry about my dog in the background. He's very into this. Michigan was the first state of all of them to abolish the death penalty. What do you feel about the death penalty?
Oh, God, that's such a tough one.
It is.
I don't know.
I feel like you were caught stone-ass, cold-blooded, someone saw you do it, not someone, like an official person saw you or it was videotaped, then fuck it, you're getting a death penalty. But if there is in any way, shape, or form, some question, I mean, look at how many things have been overturned of innocent people.
Yeah. I've heard so many of those stories that's what keeps me from having a real staunch opinion.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm for it because I feel like we have spent 20-some years providing this guy with health care and his butt problems and his teeth are all...
He's
got the most beautiful teeth in his photo.
Oh, he's a very handsome man.
I would love to have teeth that look that nice.
Yes. But I wouldn't want that guy in my house.
Well, hell no.
You can smile all you want. You get back off the porch.
So yeah, Michigan was the first state to abolish the death penalty. I just think that's kind of crazy. They were also the first state to end prohibition. Yeah, and we're the 10th state to legalize.
And you know what?
Marijuana.
We have more breweries.
Oh, Jesus. Grand Rapids is called Beer City for a reason. The beers...
They pop up like mushrooms.
They're everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's fantastic for Grand Rapids.
There are so many I can't even keep track anymore.
And for beer drinkers.
It used to be Founders, and that was it.
For people who don't drink beer...
Oh, yeah.
It sucks.
No.
You have to bring a flask try not to get caught.
Well, exactly. You just suck it up and you find your own way.
Suck it up, Buttercup. So that pretty much covers what we know of Federico Kiko Cruz.
Freako.
I'm not really sorry about calling him a freako because he's just not right. He definitely was re-paroled to life in prison again, and hopefully he'll die there.
To life in prison. I don't know what that means. But anyway, you can take your shiny-ass teeth and go smile at one of your buddies in your
That's
cell.
your girlfriend. Let them toss your salad. So this week's music... We're going to top this off with something happy. Our lead-in song was actually by a Grand Rapids band called Murder Party. And Murder Party is like, they're just one of my favorite Grand Rapids bands.
They're very well known. Yeah.
They're
well among certain circles. You know, they're...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Murder Party, the members come from Alpena, Michigan and Grand Rapids. So Alpena's almost at the top of the mitten. Murder Party is Tommy Gunn, Chubby Mick Carlson,
Chubby,
and Chewy. Murder Party started their killing spree in Halloween of 2011 and have been terrorizing steadily since then, sharing the stage with other notable acts like Agent Orange, Guar,
Yes. Crazy.
Masked Intruder, our very own Mustard Plug,
Mustard Plug.
and lots more. Murder Party's music is, I like it because it's very punk rock, short, precise lyrics.
Crisp, precise.
Fun.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Obviously,
fun.
They don't kill anybody or go on murdering sprees, so it's kind of just right up our alley with all the murder that we love. And they always have a Halloween show because they started on Halloween. And yeah, I ended up on crutches for a few weeks after one of their shows.
It was a mess.
I want to thank all of the members of Murder Party for letting us use their song for our new podcast.
Love you guys.
Yeah, they're just fantastic people all the way around. You can find Murder Party on Facebook at Splatter Splatter, on Twitter at Murder Party 1, Instagram #Murder Party. And if you haven't heard of Bandcamp, I highly suggest downloading Bandcamp or going to their website. Loads of fantastic music on there. It's a great platform for people to get their music out there. Mm-hmm. And you can find them at murder-party.bandcamp.com. So we're going to leave you off with a little bit of Murder Party tonight, and hope you guys have a fantastic week. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Here we go.
Peace out.